Hello there.
Greetings, welcome to the Mirror Gaming Twitch. And what's going on? Where are we? Who am I? Who are you?
I'm Ryan. No, I'm JC. I'm the other one.
I'm Ryan. That's JC.
Yes.
Oh, what are we like? Oh goodness. We don't appear to be in the office this time.
We've got some new digs this time. If you've tuned in before, you'll notice that things are a bit different. You may occasionally see some cats move in the background. Rest assured, they are real. You're not imagining them. We have some... Wow, that was
a realistic cat noise.
a legit cat noise right there.
They might actually be on my lap at some point.
Yeah.
So
stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for cats, which is kind of what everyone's here for.
Yeah,
Isn't
really.
it? Cats.
Yeah.
They go together.
We were told we had to jazz up the show a little bit, so we thought let's get some cats in.
Yeah, we dress smart with our video game shirts, and this costs like £6.
Yeah.
Smart. So the office got destroyed by Jeff the photocopier.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
He went on a
That's what I'm going
rampage.
with.
The machines are winning the war.
Yep.
It's bad times.
Bad times. So instead, we are at Daniel's house today doing the Twitch stream because we're dedicated. If we lose the office to Terminators, we're still going to come here. We're still going to play games.
Still keep marching for you.
We'll keep marching for you. Today, game-wise, things are a little bit different because we basically just played whatever we wanted. We played Spider-Man last time on the PS1. Current, up-to-date, newsworthy. But this time we're going to play AAA games.
Yeah, some brand new releases.
ones.
Yeah,
One of them isn't even out yet here.
that's right. Cutting edge.
That is what we're all about.
Yeah.
Cutting edge. So we're going to play Forza Horizon 3. And we're going to play XCOM 2. We're going to start with Forza though. But first of all, if you want to make us fan art, we kind of like that. We kind of like that a lot. Last time we had a fan art. That's what I've decided they're called now. Yeah. One fan art made for us. We mentioned something to do with Celine Dion. I don't remember.
Yeah. It turns out that Ryan admitted that he enjoys listening to Celine Dion, and it's My Heart Will Go On, and that's the only song you'll listen to when you play video games.
That's the only one I know.
And we kind of talked about how it would sound if she was on vinyl, and someone sent through a lovely image of Celine Dion
on vinyl floor. That's FBF Dan. Cheers, buddy. If you want to send us stuff, just do that. Just draw a picture of his face and my face conjoined on the back of a spider. Why not do that?
As an inspiration, as a starting point.
That's just an idea for you.
Yeah.
That's just an idea for you. And we'll probably show it up next time if you do that. And we'll talk about it. And you'll be able to go, look, Mum, I'm on TV. And she'll go, that isn't TV. That's a laptop. And she'll have caught you out. Lying. What are you lying to your mum for? Don't lie to your mum. Let's start playing games. First one we're going to play is Forza Horizon 3. Now, JC, you know more about this than I do.
I know, yeah, a little bit. I reviewed it for the paper, had a whale of a time, and really, really enjoyed it.
Are there any whales in the game?
Not as yet, but you can't really drive too far into the sea.
Oh, so maybe there is a whale.
We'll find out.
I'm going to be playing this one. I have never played a Forza Horizon game in my life. But that's okay.
It's fine. We don't judge you
me.
for it, no.
Yeah, don't judge. If you do judge
trust.
me, draw a picture of me as a judge, sentencing JC to 1,000,000 years with cats. Maybe do that.
That's a harsh sentence. There we go. There we go.
There's a cat. Official.
Some cat action for
Hashtag cat in here. Don't use that hashtag. That's a terrible hashtag. So, Forza Horizon 3 came out yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think, a few days ago. And, so hot take on this game, kind of fresh out. And I am not hugely into sort of simulation races. So it took me by surprise, really, how well this kind of got its hooks into me. I played Forza, I think it was 3 on the Xbox 360. Didn't really get into that. But with Horizon, they don't gear it necessarily towards it being more accessible. You can have it set up as complicated as you like. You can have Forza Motorsport style physics in it, or you can just whack everything down to easy, let all the AI assists kind of take over the real heavy lifting of the driving, and just bomb around in a dune buggy in Australia and have a whale of a time. And that's what I did, and it's great. It looks fantastic, I have to say as well. That's one of the big things in my review, is that it just looks phenomenal, outstanding. One of the best looking console games out there, in my humble, honest opinion.
Humble man right there. And if you want to read that review, little link is below the video. You can see it. Little link there. Click that. Go look for the Forza review. It's gotten really good ratings. All you gave it 5 out of 5.
I gave it 5 out of 5.
Spoiler.
Legit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go read it anyway. But Yeah, lots of people have been giving it high scores. It's got like 97s, 98s. High scores indeed. High scores for a game with high loading times.
Yeah, but as you'll see when we'll see in the world map, it's quite a large world. It's not particularly dense, but it's a really significant play area. And there aren't a lot of roads compared to, say, Burnout Paradise, which is quite dense, all the city roads and whatnot. But it's the areas that are not part of the roads that are just as important. You can just kind of go off-road and drive off a mountain, or not necessarily, but like hills, and you should give it a go at least. There are cliffs, there's a beach, there's a sea line. It's basically, they've taken real Australia and they've condensed it a little bit. All the places that you'll see here, the kind of on the map, the names, are real places for the most part, and they just kind of squidge it together a little bit. So you'll go from the coastline with sandy beaches to a really dense urban area, to a rainforest type bush affair, to like a really deserty outback area, to like a gravel mine. And yeah, there's a really kind of wide variety of terrain. Here we go.
Yes, and my experience with Forza games is I once played one of them for a little bit. There's my story. It was one of the main Forza games though, not Forza Horizon. So I guess that's more sort of a Gran Turismo-esque kind of realistic game, whereas this is more, as you say, sort of Burnout sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I haven't played a Forza Horizon game. I know that they're very loved, but yeah, I've never played them.
So with the Forza Horizon games, essentially it's a bit more light-hearted and a bit more casual and informal. So with this one, you play as the head honcho of the Horizon Festival, and your aim is to unlock as many fans, get more fans for the whole show that's going on.
Now, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's getting fans in a car, because I'm terrible at cars.
There you go.
You're gonna see that a lot, and you can feel free to mock me if you want, but I'm the real winner because I'm playing Forza Horizon 3.
Tell you what, let's get you into a bit of an event here. If you push the start button, we'll take you to the world map.
Well, look at that. That is a map.
Yeah, it is grand. And you'll see all the icons on there. There's loads of different types of events, just like in a lot of other open world races.
Great.
Speed cameras to trigger, just straight point-to-point races, and there are races called showcases that you unlock every so often. These are very unique races that have some sort of crazy element to them, like racing another vehicle or whatnot. And then there are bucket list events, which are kind of one-off, very specialised races in specific vehicles. If you tell you what, if we kind of move, if you go to the left, sorry, to the right. Ignore me.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's already begun to go downhill.
Total
Keep going, all the way down to the bottom right hand corner of the map.
Over here.
There should be an image of it. Yeah, keep going down, and if see the helicopter there.
This fella.
Yeah.
There we are.
And it won't take you very long to drive there.
Okay.
You can see some of the amazing.
But that
scenery.
seems like it's pretty much the whole map away, but you say it doesn't take too long.
Not really long. And it's just a real joy just to drive across the map.
Oh yeah, I mean I was playing it for like 3 minutes before we started, and it was just fun just driving. It was legitimately just decent.
There is fast travel in the game.
Oh, is there?
In fact, it costs credits to do it, but then you can smash hidden billboards that reduce the cost of fast travelling in the game. But for the purposes of just showing off the game, we'll just kind of see a wide variety of the terrain and get you to where you need to be, and you can just have a bit of a cruise. And yeah, that was quite a knock, but I've got damage set to just cosmetic. If you want, you can have real damage turned on or any sign of damage completely turned off. You can see we've got the racing line there, which will change colour depending on if you need to slow down or not. It's quite dynamic in that way. All of this can be turned off, and I think you probably feel occasionally the car sort of pull towards the middle of the road, and that's one of the AI assists sort of helping you to stay on track. It can be a bit annoying if you just want to drive off onto a hill because it's trying to get you onto the road, but it's all fine and dandy. There are also, as you can see, that's just new barn find rumour. There are a number of cars hidden in barns around the game world. And you can just happen upon them yourself. They'll kind of unlock as you progress through the story, and you have to search a certain radius to find them, and they unlock the car for use further down the line.
See, I like the no damage thing, because the only sort of open world racing game that I've played is, well, I've played a few, but sort of the one I've played properly is probably just GTA, probably Grand Theft Auto, and I'm so used to getting damage that it's going to be weird for me to just not, that I can just crash into things and there isn't any consequence. And in a way I like that, because it is an open world game, and it's like you just want to be able to go to the race points and drive around, do what you want. I don't want my car to have to explode into oblivion.
Has anyone played it in the chat? I know it's not. Well, it's been out for a little bit. If
It came
played
out
let us know.
yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, we've got Red Blooded Sierra. That's the first showcase event I've done. 4 others, I believe there's 15. Yeah, there is about that number. I thought I'd start right off on the. It's basically this race you're about to do is a showcase race. It's the very.
Cool.
It's what starts you off in the game essentially. It's the tutorial, but it's a bit of a trial by fire.
We're not playing online right now.
No, but
So why are there users everywhere?
well, some of those are drivatars, which
It's a good name.
It's a great name, right? And I think they started using them in Forza Motorsport 6, and they are essentially AI drivers that are models on other real people, including if people in your friends list have played this game or Forza Motorsport 6, it will model it on them as well. And you see kind of these analogues of your friends and these strangers driving around, and you can challenge them to races, and you can even recruit them as well. So that if then they appear in other people's games and they take part in races and whatnot, they will earn you credits. So in the background, every time you load up the game, you might have earned some more credits and keep that ticking over. Credits are used to purchase new cars and upgrades.
Right. Can you just swap whenever you want, or do you have to go to a garage? Or
You can, I think, if you can just pause it and then have a car delivered to you
right,
for
okay.
again a credit price. But I think it's fairly nominal, the cost it would give you. But again, it's just nice to drive to one of the kind of festival HQs and change up your car and tool around with it and change bits and bobs. And also, again, it's a Forza game, so you can really customize what it looks like to a high degree with decals and whatnot. And it's obviously a huge deal for other people to make their own decals, and then you can download them and follow those people who are really good artists and have, you know, are much better than I would be at that sort of thing. I've seen some people also already make like a Gears of War livery and things like that, so that's pretty cool.
What I think should happen is we should get a fan art picture of me and you in this car with Celine Dion. There you go.
Yes.
A challenge for you. Me, JC, and Celine Dion in a car.
Just cruising.
And Celine Dion looks really angry at us, but we don't know what we've done. I know that sounds really specific, but you know, you don't ask, you don't get.
I would be disappointed in myself if I had ticked off Celine Dion.
Yeah. But really, she's actually just joking around. Like we think that she's really angry with us, but then she's just like, "Don't worry, my heart will go on." And we're just like, "That pun doesn't even work, Celine Dion."
No.
But she's happy with it.
I feel like Celine Dion would be quite chill, really.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think she'd enjoy Forza?
If she isn't playing it right now,
She just sat next to an iceberg on her sofa, and we're just like, "Why you got that?" Titanic. No, you don't need that. Don't need that, Celine Dion.
I'd like to think Celine Dion unwinds with a little bit of Forza.
A little bit of iceberg, a little bit of Forza, yeah. Why not?
Red Blooded Sierra is reminding you that if you want, you can just... If you want to cut some corners, buddy.
Oh, yeah, of
you
course.
go for it. Like, if you... Yeah,
yeah,
let's drive through.
Whoa!
Just do it. Just do it.
I'm my own man now. Trees. More like... what a breeze.
That's some quality.
That was better punish than Celine Dion's got,
yeah.
let me tell you that. It's really good because in GTA, if I had crashed into those trees, something would be damaged and my driving would be impacted. And if you think about it, yeah, that's realistic, but what's fun about that?
It wrecks the
What's
flow,
fun about your car being destroyed and you can't drive properly? That's not fun. You've probably got a car you want to be in for a reason.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be.
I've got a real car. It's a Citroen. It's lovely, and I take relatively good care of it, apart from all the McDonald's boxes that are in there. But when I'm playing a video game, I want to get some carnage going, you know.
I feel that whoever recommended I don't go on the roads is probably a monster. I make that look a lot worse than it is. I'm sure a person good at a Forza game would make that enjoyable.
It was graceful. It
It
really
was. Now, could I just go woo off the edge?
You can drive on. You could have taken that road down there and driven along the beach.
You know what?
You can.
It's not too late now.
It's happening. Wow, successful. And we'll be coming back to that vehicle later. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, you cruise along this beach, and I'm not sure whether you'll be able to get up from here. But we'll find out.
Do you know what? We'll find out. It's telling me to go backwards. So this is you. This is your fault. I took your advice. Am I going to have to turn around?
No, I think you can.
Should I go through this little cave?
Go through the cave. Nothing bad has ever happened from someone driving into an unknown strange cave.
Have you seen horror films ever?
No.
Oh.
I'm very sure of
Awkward.
existence.
Now we're listening to some very epic classical music here, JC.
Yeah, it's just one of the radio stations that you can listen to. Now, as you level up and get experience points, you can unlock certain perks, which kind of aid you in unlocking further skill points and making your driving experience a bit more fun or whatnot. Now, if you see all those kind of multipliers that are occurring on screen, you're getting bonuses for driving in certain ways.
I'm accomplishing things.
You certainly are. Now, one of the perks you can unlock is that every so often a radio station will play a skill song. One of the songs they play will be, this is a skill song. And for the duration of that track, you will earn a multiplier. You learn like double points or whatever. And the issue is, with the classical station, a lot of the songs are really, really long because they're classical songs. And back in the day when classical songs were being written, people didn't have TVs or iPads, so they made those songs very, very long for something to do.
He's telling me that back in the day, when Mozart was around, you couldn't get an iPhone 7?
No, you had to stay with the iPhone 5.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Savages.
Oh! Let's just drive backwards. Well, not backwards, looking backwards. That's what I meant. Words!
That's what all the cool kids do.
Now, there are hot air balloons everywhere.
Yeah, it's pomp and circumstance.
This game's very pretty.
Look at this. I mean, I don't want to be one of those guys that's all about graphics and polygons, but that Skybox man is phenomenal.
Yeah, people are just like... The thing is, graphics shouldn't meet... Is this where we're supposed to be?
It is. Now, push X and prepare for some fun.
People say you shouldn't just care about graphics. Gameplay means something too.
That is true.
But they've gone too far the other way and don't acknowledge good graphics ever. And it's you can have both.
Yeah, and this game proves it, I think. If it looked great but played terribly, then obviously it wouldn't be it wouldn't be fun. But here we are. It plays really well.
Off the chain.
And there's a reason why the word chain is involved.
Because I'm now just a chain on wheels.
You are a human chain on wheels. This is how the game starts. Like, you load it up, and essentially you get in the car.
Is that a new game that I just started from then? I just started there.
You're basically like reload. You're replaying a mission. Like any of the races that you do, any of the bucket list races or showcases or PR events or anything, you can just replay them.
Okay, cool.
Again and again and again, changing the difficulty if you want.
Oh. Is it going to drop cars on me as I drive?
It's going to be raining cars. It's like that bit in Bad Boys 2 where...
Am I Will Smith? Is Will Smith in there?
Will Smith is in it.
Thank goodness.
And Michael Bay is actually in Bad Boys 2 as well.
He's in
a cameo.
it?
Yeah. He is Bad Boys 2, but he's in Bad Boys 2. He's a bit of a cameo for everyone.
I like this vehicle.
Red Blooded Sierra hopes you win.
So if I win?
Yeah.
How do you not win? Who am I?
I didn't actually win.
Can I come in second place?
I came in second.
To who?
And silver to... Oh, spoilers. Just
is it Jafar from Aladdin?
Yes, Jafar from Aladdin is coming for you.
He's a genie.
He's chasing you.
I can't beat a genie. I hope this is the right way. Yes, it is. Am I racing this helicopter?
You're racing a helicopter that has a 4x4 suspended.
Well, that's cheating.
belly.
If I was being carried by a helicopter, I'd win too. Cheating. Cheater. Dirty cheater. Oh. Whoa. That was far less dramatic than I thought it was going to be.
But I like the build-up. I like the sense of drama.
That's what I bring to this show, man. Sense of tension, drama. Popcorn. I brought my popcorn. We have a bowl of popcorn.
We have a tiny little...
I don't want to break the illusion of television / Twitch, but we have a bowl of popcorn.
I'm pretty sure Eamon Holmes has a Twix.
Oh,
under the table
absolutely. I'm sure he's got cats wandering around as well, yeah.
Paxman's got a packet
I
of
like
crisps
that.
knocking about.
You had to think of a TV star, and the first one you could think of was Eamon Holmes.
He's a national treasure.
He is.
Do you think Eamon Holmes is a national treasure? Tell us in the chat.
Tell us in the comments, what are your views on Eamon Holmes? Would you rather Eamon Holmes was playing Forza? Would you rather Celine Dion and Eamon Holmes on this show? That'd be a laugh.
Who is better at Forza, Celine Dion or Eamon Holmes?
Let us know in the comments. Or do it in picture form. I don't know how you do that. just them looking angry at each other. I have a lot of images of Celine Dion looking angry today. Good. Well, I'm glad we've canonised Celine Dion in the show, and now Eamon Holmes.
Yeah, just name dropping.
Just
all
name
kinds
dropping.
of celebs. We'll try and get them on next.
We
time
don't know
if we
them,
can.
but we'll name drop them.
Not personally,
No.
but
We know of them.
Eamon, if you're watching, reach out to us.
It's possible.
Let us know.
Someone at Eamon Holmes, please let him know what's going
Yeah,
on.
give him a shout.
Give him a shout out. Be like, some guys. They're playing a car game, but they keep talking about you, and you'll not see it. But
Slow mo cinematic.
do you know what would make the cinematic better? Bit of Eamon Holmes.
Yes. In fact, Eamon Holmes should be in the next Bad Boys movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's earned it.
Oh, that's gonna set me back. This is what the people come to see.
Yeah.
They see that Forza's up on Twitch. They're like, that's a new game. We want to see a professional Forza player play Forza Horizon 3. Oh, they're talking about Eamon Holmes and already crashing the trees. It's not good. I feel like we're about to finish. Oh. Oh. Have I lost? Am I winning? Am I lost? I've lost.
You have won the hearts and minds of all of our lovely viewers.
Second place out of 2, aren't I?
That's silver is a very classy medal. I think it's classier than gold.
Out of 2 though.
Almost. 50-50. You know, you're in the bottom 50%, which
I'm not pleased.
But look at that! Look at all the lovely credits.
Oh, so you do get something out of it still.
Yeah.
That's good.
In fact, I feel like winning necessarily, it's great and everything, but you don't really feel the pressure to come first in everything.
Okay.
Again, we didn't get any new fans, but that's fine. That's fine. We're not going to judge you for that.
Okay. This reminds me of is it Split Second or Blur? One of those has a fan system, doesn't it?
Maybe Blur. I'm not sure.
Yeah, one of those. I love those. Split Second, Blur.
Oh, yeah.
We'll probably play those on here one day. Those are
Split
great
Second,
games.
absolutely phenomenal game.
Yeah,
Outstanding.
I love that game.
If anyone plays Split Second or Blur, let us know. We think they're really sort of underrated and underappreciated games. And It's a shame we probably won't get a sequel to those because of studio bits and bobs.
Check out this number plate, by the way.
On brand.
On brand.
Yeah,
that's
how
what
we
we're all
roll.
about. Here we go. Now, is there anywhere in particular that I should go next?
I think, let's get you to do another race, but I think this will be quite a fun race. If you go to the world map again, you should be quite relatively close to it. And we will do maybe a barn find as well. If you go to sort of the coastline area, which is the 12 Apostles, and then go up a bit, down a bit.
Oh.
And
yeah, this.
let's do that one.
This?
Yes.
Cool.
Now, this is an Xbox One exclusive game. You can play it on PC as well. And there's a bit of a brand crossover here that we're about to experience.
Oh.
This was a bit of a little bonus. And I think it's quite an epic, cool thing that they've done. Mage Beef says it was Grid 2 that had a fan system.
Well, I haven't played that though. It was a game that I've played. Are you a psychic? Let us know in the comments below and tell me which game it is that I'm thinking about. There was definitely a fan. It must have been Blur or Split Second. That's the only sort of games like this I've played. E-drift? Is that like email drifting?
Yes, it's an electronic drift.
Email drifting?
You can attach funny GIFs to it.
I thought you were serious for a minute there. I don't know why. But then I realised that that's nonsense.
I'm always serious about everything.
New personal best.
New personal best.
Some great emails.
Thanks.
Why are you thanking people? That was me. That was my skill.
I'm going to thank everyone.
You can't thank on my behalf.
If you're just joining us, we're playing Forza Horizon 3 on the Xbox One.
Yeah, but it's a video game.
It is a video game that you play with a controller.
It is. That's what Twitch is all about.
Yes.
Sometimes PCs. I like that I've just described Twitch to people.
What if someone's stumbled onto Twitch by accident? They try to go to the Twix website.
Twix? Oh yeah, imagine if you wanted a chocolate bar and you ended up with this.
Other chocolate bars are available. Just, so you know.
Which chocolate bar would Eamon Holmes like the most? Let us know in the comments below. Actually, it probably is. We mentioned Twix earlier, so... Wait, why have we mentioned Twix twice already? That's too many mentions of Twix bars.
Yeah, we need to talk about Whispers or something just to balance it out.
Yeah, balance it out.
Yeah. Got a mention here of Diddy Kong Racing. Someone's brought that up. I loved
Diddy Kong Racing. Do you know what was better than Diddy Kong Racing?
Nothing.
Crash Team Racing.
Get out.
Alright, see you later, guys. No, Crash Team Racing was the first ever home console game I ever owned.
Okay.
I played PC games and Game Boy games before that. But yeah, first ever home console game I
I remember playing the demo for it on one of the demo discs, and it was, as Mario Kart rip-offs go, it wasn't too bad.
It more specifically ripped off Diddy Kong Racing
Yeah.
because it had like a single player mode. And
You just turn around and it was...
you know what? I keep going to press Y to get out of my car like it's GTA. Like, I'll just walk the rest of the way. I'm close enough.
Now, there is a rewind feature on the Y button, which will kind of rewind time if you mistake a corner. So that is, if you...
I'm rewinding, apparently. Let's rewind.
Let's rewind further
Who remembers the days when we were here? Do you remember those days? Oh,
halcyon days, truly.
great times. That was great.
So you may or may not recognise it as the Warthog from Halo.
Oh, that's really cool.
And if you're a Halo fan, or you like really cool dramatic music, I would suggest turning up the volume on your computers.
Is it Halo soundtrack, is it?
You
Look at
hear
that,
a bit
that's
of a
really
Halo
cool.
track,
I didn't
yeah.
know this was in here. I can see my own hands.
You have
I'm
hands in
easily
this
amused.
You have hands.
Where am I going?
Through the cave.
Am I racing?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, I should
you have
probably get it on
2
then.
minutes. Now, you can cut some epic corners in this. I've seen some really good times posted for it.
I'm
I
not
followed
gonna
the
be able to,
line
yeah.
and I barely made it. But we're just here to have a good time and drive through a cave. And there you go. The Halo soundtrack has kicked in.
Nice. That's cool. I like games that do that have sort of cameos, references. And
Yeah, it's a neat little touch.
yeah, why not? You own those brands, may as well pop them in.
It does feel a bit weird to not have someone on a turret behind you just kind of swinging around in circles.
If there were aliens in this, that'd be pretty. Is there ever made a car game with aliens?
Is there an alien car game? Let us know in the chat.
Alien car game. Yeah, like this, but you also hit aliens. I guess. Well, there's might have aliens in it. There's Carmageddon. So Carmageddon Maximum Carnage came out this year, and we'll have to play it on the stream one day because it is awful.
You didn't like it, did you?
I hated it. It was so bad, which is a shame because the original Carmageddon is good, but it's probably the worst game I played this year. Actually, it's not a good game. This, however, I like this. This isn't even entirely my kind of game necessarily. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's decent.
It caught me by surprise as well. I knew the Forza games were really well regarded, great pedigree, and that people loved them. But when I started playing this, it just sort of slowly got its hooks into me. And yeah, as someone who is really in love with something like Burnout Paradise or some of the Need for Speed series, this kind of took me by surprise. That something that has elements of simulation in it and can be quite hardcore if you want it to be, is actually just really fun just to tool around in. Like, you're in a Warthog barreling through the Australian bush.
I'm sorry. I've let you down, JC. I've let my nan down. She'll be gutted. She'll be gutted. Those are the cats.
People didn't
Sorry,
tune into
cats.
Twitch to see you
Yes, they did.
come, last.
They did. They looked at my face. They looked at the game we were playing and went, this isn't going to go well. Lovely, lovely loading screens. That loading screen at the beginning was very long.
Yeah, big loading screens, but it's a huge world and graphically it looks pretty darn amazing.
Oh, we're forced to do it again, are we?
You don't have to, you can just get out of it. Shall I give it a go?
Yeah, you do it. Go on.
Okay.
Yeah, go on. We're passing the control over to JC. Go, Ernie.
I think I had 1 second to spare when I did this. Although,
Come on now.
if you cut
If you
corners,
fail, then we've wasted precious time.
precious moments, fleeting moments in all of our viewers' lives that they are spending with us. But we'd like to thank you for choosing us over Bake Off. Maybe you're watching both at the same time.
Don't remind them it's on.
Yeah, what's Bake Off?
What is a
Don't
Bake
even
Off?
know.
No.
Bake Off's not on. They cancelled it. They saw.
Yeah, they saw baked goods, and then they looked at our beautiful faces and went, "Do you know what? We'll give the viewers a change. We might be on BBC right now. I don't know."
And if you enjoy people talking about confectionery, we've spent a good 5 or 10 minutes talking about Twixes.
And we got a little bowl of popcorn.
Yeah.
So what more do you want? We didn't make it,
No.
but it was bought to packet.
But we appreciate the people that made it for us.
We do. We do. I'm gonna eat a little bit of popcorn for authenticity. Can you hear that crunch?
It's crunch time.
You hear that crunch
See what
as
I
you
did
watch
there?
gameplay of Forza? That popcorn crunch.
It's actually incredibly stressful.
What, the popcorn crunch?
Yeah, the noise. No, both maybe.
Just me then.
You are a godsend, Ryan Brown. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I couldn't think of anyone I'd rather have by my side as I ruin what is presumably some sort of national park.
30 seconds.
Oh dear.
Now the issue is, not
Common
all
chicks.
of the trees are destructible.
Yeah, I sort of was
Even, I
noticing
guess.
which ones are. It's the tiny ones, the ones that a car could probably actually knock down.
Yeah.
10.
Oh, come on, buddy. I'm rooting for you. Get it? Because trees. There's a joke there somewhere. Oh!
Ah!
Ruined it.
I've ruined Forza Horizon 3. I've ruined Halo. It's not been one of
Ruined my life.
finest moments. I've ruined Ryan's life. If I've ruined your life, I apologise. Let me know in the chat.
Let me know in the chat if I've ruined your life
Yeah,
with Forza.
Mage Beef has confirmed, yeah, Blur did have a fan system in it.
Great, that's
So,
what I was thinking of. Probably
Thanks for
then.
the fact checking.
Yeah, Blur was like a realistic Mario Kart, basically.
Yeah.
If you haven't played it, do check it out. It was a PS3 360 game. Yeah, it was great. If you like the idea of Mario Kart but don't like sort of cartoon settings, then definitely, you know, I don't know why you wouldn't like that, to be honest. Mario Kart's great, but Blur is fantastic as well.
Now, if you've watched our streams before, you know that in the past we've given away gift cards and whatnot, but we've actually got a really cool prize
Oh my
to give
goodness.
away.
Oh
this
my
week.
gracious.
Yes.
Oh my Forza Horizons.
Yeah. It's been a week of big releases. Forza Horizon 3, XCOM 2. Another big release, FIFA 17. There's some big fans out there. If you like FIFA 17 or think you will like it and fancy a console as well, check this out. I've got a message for you about a competition.
Bam.
I haven't seen a kid coming out of the exit trials generate this much interest in years. I never expected anything like this.
Yes! A goal for Alex Hunter on his debut.
You're in the big league now. You have to raise your game.
You need representation, you call me.
Wow!
Check this place out! Just don't get too carried away.
It's FIFA 17 week and we're celebrating by giving Mirror readers the chance to win a FIFA 17 bundle, including their choice of either a PS4 Slim or an Xbox One S console. All you need to do is visit mirror.co.uk/competitions and enter your details to be in with a chance. Competition closes at 3 p.m. on Monday, October the 10th. Terms and conditions can be found on the Mirror website. Competition not endorsed by Twitch. We have to say that bit.
Wow, it's pretty epic.
That was epic. Look at my face.
It's
It's not related to that. Just look at my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you fancy there's a chance to win FIFA 17 and a console, head out to gaming website below, mirror.co.uk/gaming, and check it out. Enter our fabulous competition. So that'd be good.
Five
Oh, we're
five
giving
to
away
win.
5.
So 5 of you lucky folk will win. You get to pick which console you'd prefer. So if you're an Xbox fanboy that hates PlayStation fanboys, we hate them. I hate them people. If you're a PlayStation fanboy, you hate Xbox fanboys. I hate them. I hate them people.
Yeah, just unite in love against the hatred of fanboys.
Yeah.
It's really a kind of really awesome
It's-
microcosm of society in general.
That is what we'd be going for with that competition.
Spread
actually.
the love. That's
Spread
what
the
we're
love.
about.
So going into that, it's not exactly complicated, and you might just win a console and a game.
And heal the world in the
And
process.
well, maybe I can't promise that,
At least
but
try. Yeah.
at least we can try. So, we went to Eurogamer recently.
Yes, we did. We had a
We
nice
did.
little road
We
trip.
had a nice little road trip. Really fun train ride, actually. Great
Yeah.
train ride.
Yeah, great company.
Great company.
Yeah.
Yep. This fella
Yeah. and
that fella over there you
our
can't see.
lovely producer
Great
over
people.
there.
But we came up with Butterman on the way there, which
Yeah.
was a superhero who has butter hands. So that's the sort of professional, adult sort of people that we are. But we also
Blue Sky
played video
thinking.
games.
Yes, we did.
We also played a lot of video games. And here is a brief clip of us playing video games. And we've just played Dishonored 2 from Bethesda. I haven't played Dishonored before, the first one, so you're probably more inclined to explain what Dishonored 2 is.
Yep. So I loved the first one. Basically, first one, you're an assassin named Corvo, and you have to find out who's killed the Empress of Dunwall, I believe. And it was first-person stealth action game. Absolutely phenomenal. Loved it. Great array of powers. And this follow-up, set 15 years after the original game. I've just had a go on it now, and I was quite impressed actually. More of the same of Dishonored for me is a great way to go.
We're here playing Yooka-Laylee at the moment, which is the brand new game being published by Team 17. In a nutshell, it's a classic platformer game, a classic 3D platformer game. If you're used to your Crash Bandicoots, your Banjo-Kazooie, Spyro the Dragon, Mario 64, those kinds of games, sort of 90s classic 3D platformers. The focus is really on collecting things. Lots of different collectibles. With Banjo-Kazooie you had the feathers. Here you have similar sort of things to collect. It really is trying to emulate that old school feel of Banjo-Kazooie. If you ever played on the Nintendo 64, it really is just trying to revitalize 3D platformers, to be honest, and hopefully it does so, because games like Crash Bandicoot, people have been waiting for them for ages to make a new one. Hopefully we won't need one because we have this, and hopefully, as you can see, really cute, bright graphics. This is Unseen Diplomacy. It's a HTC Vive game, which is a virtual reality game, basically. And it's one of the more immersive ones that I've played, actually. I've played several virtual reality games myself. But this is definitely immersive. You stand on ledges, you climb around, you roll around, you avoid lasers. And you sort of want to step over it. You feel like you might trip over it if you step onto it, which obviously you won't, because it isn't real.
I'm here about to play the South Park Fractured Butthole game using the Nautilus Rift, which is the small equivalent of the Oculus Rift. I'm surrounded by a team of scientists. I feel very safe right now. Let's give it a go.
Sounds fantastic. Okay, so jump on the toilet, press A, and then both triggers, and then pull the sticks apart.
Oh, oh my god. That's not a good smell. That kid is ill.
Press X. Give you a bit more in case you missed it first time round.
The science, right?
So from here, if you just want to head out the door,
I think it's best because.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed watching us play video games. And now, for a bit of a break, we're going to let you watch us play some video games.
Makes a change, doesn't it?
It does make a change. It's nice to swap things up a little bit. Yeah. What was your favourite game at Eurogamer?
Wow. Dishonored 2 really caught my imagination.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was quite brave of them to do a sequel to Dishonored, because I felt it didn't really need it necessarily story-wise. And there's always a worry with a sequel to something that's so beloved and so well received that it might not be as good. But from what I played, it looked really fun. 2 different playable characters, new power-ups. Really, really fun. Also really like Snake Pass as well. It's like a platformer where you play a snake, and sort of like Octodad, which you played a while ago. Each part of the snake is controlled individually, and it's sort of a physics-based puzzly platformer. Looked really lovely, almost like a 90s classic 3D platformer. Thought it was great. Aero as well, kind of an on-rails res type shooter. Ryan, what did you?
Well, probably 3 as well. I had Yooka-Laylee, which everyone knows and loves. I think we had a brief clip of it there. 3D platformer, classic. Just like Banjo-Kazooie. If you like Banjo-Kazooie, sort of Nintendo 64 era platformers, that's the one to go for. There was a little platformer called Piku Niku, which is not one that everyone's going to have heard of, but it was like an exploration-based platformer game, and it was really cute. I was sold because I walked away from a tree and the tree followed me. So that was me done. I was like, I need this game. There's a tree with a face and it's following
Usually that
me.
would be a bad thing if a tree got up
in
and
real
followed
life,
you.
but in video games, everything's brilliant. And then Little Nightmares, which is a horror platformery puzzle game. But when I say horror, it's not like Outlast, not like that kind of thing. It's not jump scares. It's creepy, but genuinely creepy, like Tim Burton-esque style game. Really beautiful but dark at the same time. So a lot of good games. A lot of good games at Eurogamer, actually. A lot of good indie games at Res, personally.
Yeah. If you want to see a few more of the gaming videos that we made, also the articles that we wrote about what we got up to at Eurogamer, head to mirror.co.uk/gaming. We see some of those more stuff in full. We did some write-ups and we had a great time.
We did.
And speaking of video games...
Wow. Segway Express.
Classic presentation style there. We are going to play some XCOM 2.
Which isn't even out yet.
ready for the time of your life. If you're not familiar, I'll just quickly run through it now. XCOM 2, the franchise rebooted from the 90s franchise a while ago. Turn-based strategy action game involving you repelling an alien invasion using guns.
Great.
Which is always the best way I find. And I'm just going to jump straight into a mission here. Here's my little squad of folks. And
now, I do believe one of these people are named after me.
Possibly. I think I might have left you behind.
How dare you? We spent time making a Ryan Brown.
We spent ages. I was actually looking at his hair, trying to get it exactly
at my
right.
hair.
And the hair colour as well was difficult because I'm a bit colourblind, so I kind of fudged it a little bit.
Excuses.
But maybe next time, Ryan.
No, it'd be a next time.
You were still a rookie, technically.
How dare you insult me as well?
You need to, do a few more laps and whatnot. But we're just going to dive right in. So here is my squad of soldiers. And in the previous game, Enemy Unknown, the aliens were invading Earth and you repelled them. And at the end, if you won and completed the game, you were successful. Unfortunately, in the interim, the aliens have actually managed to take over the Earth. So it's a sort of V-style situation where they've cured all diseases and they're being all nice and lovey-dovey, but really deep down some people know that not all is right in the world, so we're trying to get it back. We're the sort of ragtag bunch of fighters this time around, so it's all very kind of, the odds are against us. So let's get cracking here, and as you can see I'm going to move my squad up a little bit. Now I've done this mission before and I did win, but we'll see how it goes as I try and entertain you folks and succeed in fending off these aliens. Now at the minute the aliens don't know where I am. They're in the ether somewhere, the fog of war, I believe.
Fog of war.
This is what it's called, right? It's the legit term for it.
Does that just mean like out of bounds?
Yeah, essentially. Well, it's basically because I haven't gotten that far, I can't really see what's there.
I see.
And the aliens, usually the aliens will be kind of prepared for my entry in the.
They always are, aren't they, aliens?
But in this game, because you're the stealthy guerrilla group, you kind of have the advantage at the start. So I'm gonna push the advantage. Let me just see that I'm oriented correctly. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Now I know where I am.
Now, my knowledge of XCOM goes as far as knowing it exists.
It is a thing. It is real. We are playing it right now.
And I know it's an RTS kind of game, clearly, but I really have no idea how it works.
So, you're taking it in turns to position your squad. Let me just move it. So if you see where that line is here, basically you get each turn for each soldier, you can do 2 actions.
Okay.
And if I was to move up to here, that would be 1 action, and then I'd get another action, which would be I could shoot my weapon if I wanted to, or go in a sort of some more some puns there apparently in innuendos. If you're not
It's not an innuendo until the person off camera starts laughing at it. That's how you know it's an innuendo.
That's a proof that has the innuendo stamp on it. So but if I was to dash a little bit, that would cost me both of my actions.
Okay.
And I'm going to be a bit bold here, and I am going to do 2 actions. And once I've moved
that
person
bold.
there, that's for that person, which I believe is me, possibly. And there's a cat very close to me who is judging.
This hasn't had enough cats yet. We promised cats, and there's been 0 cats.
Did promise it. Some people, I've noticed in the chat, were possibly disappointed that the prize wasn't a big cat that we would get.
Oh, they wanted to win a cat.
They wanted to win a cat. Unfortunately, we don't give away live animals on the stream yet. We haven't had that signed off, but who knows?
Boy from 1983 asks Ryan, do you even play video games? I don't actually. Complete ruse.
Yeah.
I have no interest in them.
Doesn't even know what they are really.
Total. What are they?
They're just magic pixies in the light box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they tell stories. And they regale us with entertainment. As you can see, a crazy, scary-looking robot has just sauntered into view. Doesn't know where I am.
Good. That's how you want it.
The crazy laser show coming from that awful futuristic lamppost will detect me if I go near any of those red
Can we get those in real life?
I wish. Now, let me get one of these fellas up close.
Now, how much have you played of this game?
So, I am probably 3 or 4 hours in.
Okay, right. So you played a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's a very deliberate game. There's a certain pace to it. It's not the sort of game that you can necessarily breeze through.
Right.
And basically, if you lose a soldier, if a soldier dies, they stay dead forever.
Great.
Unless you reload a save.
Which seems a bit odd. Is that easy to happen?
Yeah, very, very, like your soldiers are...
Because you can customise characters. It almost seems like a bit of a waste.
Yeah, well, the whole point is that you're weighing up constant risks. It's a very I won't say realistic sort of game because you're fighting aliens, but it's, you know, you lose a soldier in war and you have to kind of go on, and then if you lose someone, you then have to recruit someone else or go out with fewer soldiers, and everything is very tactical about this title. Now let me get this lady here.
So I assume you played the first game.
I played so the reboots, kind of Enemy Within.
Sure,
and
yeah, the
Unknown.
reboots.
I played both of those. They were absolutely fantastic.
What are the differences between the last one and this one?
So the main difference, one of the big differences is there's a bit more emphasis on melee.
Okay.
So the character that I am is, the class is called a ranger, and you probably can make out a little bit, but he's got a sword on his back. And I can actually, if I wanted to, rush an enemy and use my sword on them. It's really powerful, but then it obviously leaves you quite vulnerable.
Now, I have just, whilst you're playing this game, witnessed the person off camera be attacked by a cat. I just thought I'd share that with everyone. Not video game related, but
It's context. It's
there
flavour.
is a cat. They are actually kind of adorable and lovely. They are nice, really. They like strokes, and they might even like video games.
Who knows?
We haven't tried.
That's true. We should give the controller to them at some point.
Next episode, we're going to get one of these cats to play Forza. They'll be better at it than me. Because I don't like video games.
Controversy, hot take. Okay,
Oh, and if anyone knows what shirt I'm wearing, by the way, that'd be great. Someone, if you put in the comments. Won't win anything. My affection, maybe? It's a shirt, yeah? See that? What game is that? That's a game. Which one is it? Let me know. I already know, but let me know anyway.
Let me know, because I...
Let him know.
Yeah, let me know.
Do you know what that is?
I think I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Old game. 90s game. Unlike this is a current game.
This is a current, up-to-date...
So current it
modern
isn't even
game.
out in the UK yet.
This is a legit game.
AAA games. Look at us.
So what I'm doing here... I know it's been very slow-paced, but I'm trying to set up a bit
Well,
of
it's
an
a
ambush.
slow-paced game, isn't it?
It is very slow-paced, so I'm being very methodical here. And that robot's moved, which is going to be annoying. And in the top right-hand corner, if you can see, there's actually a counter that's going down, and I have a limited number of turns to basically complete the level, otherwise it's going to end poorly. Okay, I'm just going to
Now,
shoot
Madge
someone because
Beef
it's
in
been
the
a
comments, by
while.
the way, has correctly guessed the shirt. It's Jazz Jackrabbit.
Wow. There
Yep.
you go. It's
Made by the same people that made Gears of War.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
It's a deep cut reference right there.
Yeah.
Okay, for the sake of entertainment purposes, I am just going to shoot an alien.
Do it.
I'm probably going to lose this mission, but it's fine.
Don't do this in real life, kids.
Yes.
Don't do this at home. If you have a gun and an alien friend, don't do this, yeah?
So if you notice, there is a percentage above in the middle of the screen there. It says 68%. I have a 68% chance of shooting that target.
I hate to make this comparison, but you're saying it's like the Fallout VATS thing, right?
Yeah, a little bit. As you can see there, it should take out all of itself if I am successful. But with much more than Fallout, this really is not to be taken as gospel, that percentage. Like, it can go... You can have a shot that says 80% on it, and it could miss.
Hence the chance of percentages.
But it will be surprising as how often something like that will miss. Like, it's very...
I'll tell you how often it'll
stringent.
miss. 20% of the time.
Wow.
There you
Some
go.
hot maths right there.
Hot maths.
Okay, we're shooting this alien person.
She is not happy about it.
She is eager for him to not be around anymore.
Also, I've just noticed that orange get-up that she's in.
Yes, that's of my own choosing.
You chose well.
Yes.
You chose really well.
I feel like if you're going to be fending off an extraterrestrial...
You may as well be in
invasion force,
orange, because camouflage aren't going to work on them.
Let's get some showmanship in here. Let's bring some glamour.
Yeah.
Let's bring some glitz. You want to look good while you're doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, Iron Man's suit, his suit is red, right? He's a bit ostentatious. He wants people to know what he's about.
Exactly. Why be quiet about it? If you're going to shoot aliens, you want people to know.
Yeah.
I've shot an alien.
You want to be present.
Who shot an alien? I saw loads of people there. The one in orange. Oh, okay, yeah. That one. Exactly. People know what's going on.
Aliens have they disappeared? Okay, there's also a turret on there as well, which I have an 85% chance of firing. Now, when I last did this mission, I had a very similar shot, and it failed. But we're going to give it a go.
Do it.
Just shooting inanimate objects.
Yeah, I can imagine this game getting really interesting. Like, this is the sort of game that you would sit at home and play, probably on your own. It's not the sort of thing you'd have with mates, though. Is there multiplayer?
There is online multiplayer you can play against other people.
But it still very much seems to me the sort of thing you would nicely just sit and quietly at home and get on with and just sort of get through, plough through. And
it's very, very dense. And it's actually, I know it doesn't seem this way, but XCOM 2 is a lot more faster paced than the previous games.
Right, okay.
So I mentioned that countdown time that's kind of given me an allotted number of turns. There were a few missions like that in the expansion for the previous game, Enemy Within.
Okay.
But there are a lot more of these sorts of things now where it sort of urges you to get a move on as opposed to do what I did, which is just kind of loiter about a little bit. And you might have just seen one of my commanding officers just yell at me over the radio because time is a wasting.
He's not happy about it.
Let's be bold. Let's be pragmatic. There we go. There's that robot fella. Now I can shoot him. Will it work?
Let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Blue, get up here. Now, that robot took it rather well.
True.
It just took some bullets and was like, do you know what? It's not my turn yet. I'll wait. But when it's my turn...
It brushed it off fairly easily. Okay, so the aim of this mission is to actually either eliminate or rescue that VIP in that building.
Eliminate or rescue?
Yeah, so I could either shoot him, take him out of action, and then just
or
go
save
home
his life.
and feel good about myself, or maybe not. Or I could knock him out, carry him with me to the extraction zone.
Is that really rescuing him?
From himself, maybe.
From his own web of lies that he is fallen
crime.
into.
I mean, he's hanging about. He's basically a traitor.
He's hanging about with aliens and robots. Yeah. He's not having a good one. He'll thank us in the end. Unless you shoot him, then he won't. But
you know what? Let's see if I can get... okay, right. Now, let's see if this will take this robot out in one shot.
Now, we've got some heavy maths going on in the chat here.
Oh, okay.
Now, 80% hits only 80% of the time, but people are 90% more likely to take an 80% shot than a 20% shot. So technically, you miss more higher percentage shots than lower, because you are less likely to take lower percentage ones. BAM!
Mind blown.
That told me, and you, one of us said something wrong.
Yes, probably me.
Probably me.
I'm going to attempt to stab this robot.
91%.
Okay.
What do you mean, can you watch? You can't look through your hand. Oh. Well, there goes that robot.
Yeah.
Look at that shaky knee.
Yeah, that's...
The gun is shaking on the floor.
But maybe the gun was the real robot all along.
The gun was the baddie all along.
Spoilers for the plot of XCOM 2.
Oh, yeah. Spoilers.
Okay, I'm going to try and shoot one more alien and then maybe call it quits. I knew this would be kind of a bit of a slow game to play, but I really love it. It's if you play the modern XCOM games before, it's more of the same. There's a few more options. You can tweak the classes a bit more.
Okay.
And if you haven't, even if you're not really into turn-based strategy games, I'm not particularly. I don't really enjoy turn-based RPGs. I think they're
I don't mind turn-based RPGs, and I like RTS games like Red Alert and stuff.
But this is, if you just put it on easy and reload saves, I know people kind of frown on that, but play how you want to play. You've bought the video game.
Yes, your money. You play it how you want to play it. You don't need to feel guilty about it.
Yeah, we're not going to judge you.
I will, but he won't.
Brian will, but I won't. In fact, I will celebrate you playing the video game however you want. Okay, I'm just gonna throw a grenade in there. This is how we're gonna end this, with a grenade.
Okay, yeah, go for it. This is not as dramatic as I thought it would be, JC. Is that the guy?
This is the guy.
That's the guy.
And it's been an honour not knowing you, Mr. VIP.
We should give him a name. I'm going to name him Johnny Johnson. You just put your hand through lasers.
Yes. I'm hardcore.
That was worth it, though.
Right. I think we'll probably leave it there. Sorry it might not have been that entertaining, but XCOM really is a dense strategy.
It's one of those games that to play is more of a... Than to watch
if I do a stream where it's 3 hours long and I'm sat there with an entire can of Pringles, that's when you'll really get the most out of it. So
any game is better with Pringles.
Yeah.
Once you pop, I've been told.
Rumour has it, right?
Rumour has it. Now get this. Once you pop, you just cannot stop. Unless they're original, because sometimes you can just stop having them because they're kind of plain.
I can take them or leave them.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
And then you get that bit where your hand is in the pot like this, and that's fine. But then it gets down here, and you're like,
Yeah, and as I've said before on various streams, I've got triple art fingers, and they're not really ideal for digging into a Pringle can, I have to say. Well, that's XCOM 2.
Yep.
Let's kind of lighten the mood and get some more action going with a video from our lovely colleague Kira, you may have seen on our streams before. And she is going to share with you some maybe not so 100% worthy, legitimate iPhone hacks for your headphone socket. Check this out.
Last week, a video went viral of an iPhone 7 hack, a way to drill a headphone jack into your own phone. It was fake. Some people fell for it, some made it worse. Cicercio. Thank you. Initially the quality wasn't great, then I soaked my iPhone into a glass of Dr. Pepper and microwaved it for 15 seconds. I now get HD sound. My mates are so jealous. Saved me a lot of money. Sergey Yashin. If you want, private message me. I'll give you a PO box you can ship it to and I'll do it for free. You just pay the shipping. I'll need your username and password to make sure everything's working. Seductive security guard. You have to boil the phone so that the electrons go back into the wires and it should work. Make sure it's plugged in though. Tom Miodrag. Hey, I decided to fix my mum's new iPhone 7 with this hack for her birthday tomorrow, and I think it works. I drilled the hole exactly where you showed it. Her headphones fit like a treat, but I can't hear any music from the phones, only the speaker. Pro Assassin 84. This works for PS4. Drill a hole through the centre on top all the way through. It works amazing. Lucas Black. Please note, if you do this, recharging it in the microwave will no longer work correctly, and the firmware upgrade that makes it waterproof will also no longer work. Gunther Meyer. I have an additional idea for your new iPhone 7 hack. You could add a CD player slot by using an angle grinder. John Lusty. Just checked my Samsung Galaxy Note 4 and much to my relief, they drilled one in the factory for me. What a time saver. Ricardo Velez. The directions were too complicated. I got my stuck in the ceiling fan.
That was special.
It was unique. I have to say, I know Dr. Pepper is a relatively tasty drink, but I was hitherto unaware of the regenerative properties of that soft drink when
I
it came
was
to
already aware.
consumer electronics. Wow, you did know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have put my phone in there, I've put my TV in there, just bathe everything in Dr. Pepper, including myself, and you feel refreshed.
Future-proofing, essentially.
It future-proofs your phone. It puts a protective layer. It doesn't. Don't do that. Don't.
In case you are unaware, that was all.
Oh yeah, definitely
Yeah,
don't. I'm
just
sure you
in
wouldn't.
case, yeah.
But don't drill your phone. That's not what drills are for. They're for putting holes in things.
Not phones.
Not phones. There isn't a headphone socket hiding in your phone. They would have just put it on there otherwise. You silly Billy. Mm-hmm. Gosh.
Yes, phew. If you've enjoyed our stream today, if
I
you're
did.
I enjoyed it as well. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on mirror.co.uk, it's been lovely to have you knocking about. If you head to the site below, or if you're already on there watching us,
It's like playing a little piano.
you will notice that Ryan and I earlier today posted our monthly games preview of the new titles coming out in October. There's some great kind of bits.
There's a
to look
lot
out
of
for.
games coming out in October.
Yeah, it's
a
bit
lot.
bit of a bumper month in terms of like just big blockbuster titles and
Yeah.
kind of smaller indie ones as well. So go there, check it out. There are trailers on there. If you want to see more of our Eurogamer Expo exploits, that rolled off the tongue.
Yes.
Head
Alec-
there.
Yeah, just let's just do this.
Uh,
Just keep doing
my
that.
Forza Horizon 3 review is up there as well. Check that out. See what I thought. I used a lot of beautiful metaphors in there.
Did you?
I weaved a web.
Did you sneak in a Celine Dion there for?
I didn't.
Oh, then it's a terrible review.
I have to delete it and start
You
again.
have to delete and start
yeah,
again.
Just, yeah.
Right from scratch.
Yeah,
Exactly.
terrible. But yeah, check out more gaming stuff on the Mirror website.
Do that.
It's been lovely having you.
Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe,
Because
like.
then we get a little email that says, this person subscribed. It makes us feel good in our hearts and souls.
It makes our days, really. It
Tell your
helps me get
friends.
out of bed in the morning, if I'm honest. So
If he doesn't have another subscriber, he might not come into work tomorrow. And then what am I going to do? Huh? That'd be your fault.
there will be slightly fewer crumbs on the desk if I'm not there, though, let's be honest.
There is a lot of crumbs on the desk. There was a whole slice of bacon the other day.
It's craziness.
Crazy.
Well, thank you for having us. We've enjoyed entertaining you.
We have.
And stay tuned. Please subscribe. Find out when our next stream is. And take care. Have a wonderful evening.
Have a great evening. Oh, if you have any ideas for games we should
yeah.
play, just tell us, because we might play it.
Yeah. You can tweet us and you can send emails to geeks@mirror.co.uk.
And fan art.
Yeah, or tell us in the chat as well if you've got any suggestions. Send us fan art as well. Send us.
We're offloading a lot of information to you right now. Basically, we like you. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you later on. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.